The Eastwood cooling system pressure tester is a great, simple product that allows you to check for leaks in the cooling system. You use this product with the engine off, that's the main benefit, so no risk of overheating, which if you're having cooling issues, might happen while you're testing with a running engine. It also allows you to work with cold coolant and a cold engine, which is much easier and safer to work with. So let me show you exactly how it works. So this comes in a nice blow molded carrying case, and in there you have a few different things. You have a pump, a couple of adapters, and you have your radiator cap testing adapter. We're going to test our cooling system first, and on this Mustang, there's no adapter needed, goes right to the radiator, and we're going to test the system first. Now, the first thing you want to watch out for, you want to make sure that your cooling system is topped up with fluid, because air is going to compress and fluid isn't. Save you a little bit of work pumping this thing up if you're full of fluid. You could use water if you know you're going to be draining the system for service. Then all you do is pop this onto the reservoir, and then you flip that lever there to lock it in place. Like I said, this kit does have some adapters that come included. Those adapters will have you covered for most of the different manufacturers out there. Then you want to look at the cap itself and pressurize the system up to the rated pressure. Now you want to look at your cap, and you can see in our case for this Mustang, this is a 16 PSI cap and a 16 PSI system, and you want to pressurize the system up to the rated pressure. Now, most of the time, this will have you test the system slightly past the rated pressure on the cap. You can see that this is all color-coded in the dial there, and in our case, we're working with a 16 PSI system. That's light blue, so we're going to test up to the little corresponding color-coded caret on the dial, and that's exactly at 16 PSI as well. So we're not going to overpressurize our system with a 16 PSI, but you could see if our system had a different rating, you would test slightly beyond to where the color-coded caret is, depending on the pressure you test to. You could read the pressure on this nice wide 3-inch multicolored dial, easy to read gauge. And after that, it should be pretty obvious once you have your system pressurized exactly where the leak is and what you'll have to repair on your cooling system. Now, to release this, you want to turn that locking lever again, and that's going to release pressure on the system, and then you can remove this entirely. Now, there is one more thing we need to test, and that is the cap itself. And this is something that I really like about this kit, is that it includes the cap testing adapter. So let's test the cap next. Now, radiator caps, you need to know this, they are actually pretty fascinating. They control the coolant flow to the expansion tank and back, and they keep the cooling system under the right pressure, which is very important to prevent boiling. Now, once you screw the cap adapter onto the pump, you can install your radiator cap on the end of that just like you would on the car itself. For the cap, you want to test that exactly to its rated pressure, and you'd use the outer ring to bring it up to there. In our case, it's 16 PSI. It should hold nice and steady at its rated pressure, which in our case, actually a surprise to me, this cap does not. You can see it's slowly losing pressure there, didn't even make it up to 16 PSI, so this poor Mustang is in need of a new radiator cap. This is a pretty simple product, makes it easy and safe to test the cooling system without getting burned, and once you're done, you can throw everything back into the blow molded case for next time. Press the button to subscribe to our YouTube channel. We're giving away a MiG 180 at 500,000 subscribers. Also, check out our channel as well. We have tons of great how-to content over there that you're definitely going to want to see. We'll have the radiator pressure tester linked down below. And as always, thanks for watching. I'm JD. Make sure you keep it right here at Eastwood to do the job right.